We should definitely talk about characteristics because without me hogging the stage, there was Richard Harpin. But I know Richard Harpin through Business Leader. Full disclosure, I'm a member of Business Leader, have done for the past 2 years. I'm on one of their forum boards. The Business Leader Chief Operating Officer is my board moderator, Linda. She's great. She's worked with Richard for many years. I've been interviewed by Richard Harpin at his house on his YouTube channel, and I've spoken at his Business Leader Summit. So he's a very intelligent guy, scaled a business from that was about to go bankrupt, and he ended up selling it for 4.1 billion. The business was called HomeServe, and yeah, he's been very successful, and he scaled that became a global business. Started in the UK and became a global business, and he then published this book called How to Make a Billion in 9 Steps, which we're going to talk about today. But also, he's got a podcast where he interviews various different people. And picking up on what Jack said, he interviewed somebody who I'm not doing him justice here, but like a research analyst who found 3 common traits in highly successful entrepreneurs. Now, it's not the be all and end all. It's kind of like it's kind of like the standard deviation. If you take the whole data range, you just say in terms of the main bulk have these traits. Now, you can be outside that and be an outsider, which is also very good. But what do you think those 3 main traits are? Now, not personality traits, but just like circumstances, 3 main circumstances that make a very successful entrepreneur.
I'll write mine down. Network, commitment, and niche would be the 3 I would say.
Oh, is Stuart on the right context of what they are? Because we have discussed before of like hereditary upbringing.
Well, so one of Stuart's is on the list in a way. I've connected the word in.
For full disclosure, I'm not a billionaire, so I don't know the answer to this, and I haven't read the book.
Well,
so.
I don't know, mate. Have you seen
I've got brainwave.
Stu, everyone was sat there thinking, "Fuck, I thought Stu was a billionaire. What's he giving up his Friday mornings for?" I just, you know.
So what do you reckon, Jack?
Really clear. I don't know the answers.
What do you say? Network, commitment, and
niche. Stuart said.
I think network is one, but I'm going to go with 3 different ones. I think product, access to capital, and something to do with drive, which is similar to commitment.
Okay, Ryan.
Not left with much else, are you, big boy?
Well,
Not on a hangover anyway.
So I'm going to say trauma of some sort, a fetish that can be exploited by the billionaire elites. There you go.
That's true.
That's one you didn't think of, Epstein.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say uniqueness.
Is that word?
So the 3 again. This is on Richard Harpin's YouTube channel, and so who he interviewed. So this is not my research at all. But the 3 key things that they found in that like bell mouth. So not everybody. So if you're different, that's still fine. But that was and Stuart had one. Ryan had one. In a synonym, Jack obviously had the one as well. So the first one was kind of like Ryan said, some form of trauma, but not necessarily. It is trauma, but really what they defined it as is they got a chip on their shoulder. They're out to prove something or to someone. And most of the time, it's a male entrepreneur wanting to prove his father wrong. Interestingly, or prove something to a fatherly figure. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be some form of trauma, like they've grown up in a very like terrible circumstances, and they've just got something that's outside of money, outside of anything to drive them forward. The second one is they call it clan, but it kind of is contacts. It's the people they hang around with and the contact groups they try to get into. So that comes back down to those like 5 key people you spend your time with. Will kind of tell you can tell the future of somebody by the 5 people they spend their time with, and that's what that is. Clan. It's where are they spending their time, the people they choose to be around, and the traits they have. And the third is age. It was the age that they started the entrepreneurial. Now, again, we all know like Colonel Stanley's actually started KFC in the 60s, but everybody knows he was actually cooking chicken way before that. but it was what it is what they interestingly kind of came to the conclusion is it's very rare you just find an entrepreneur that all of a sudden starts being an entrepreneur at 40. Now, not necessarily they haven't had a business at 40, but if you look back at their early life, they've always had signs of doing something off their own back. It's rare that nobody's ever done that, and all of a sudden they flip the switch and now they're into that. So it's kind of like you've got it or you don't. It doesn't have to be fully developed, but it's in you already. Does that make sense?